Guys, a little Strengthsfinder 2-Minute Tuesday for you. I'm going to try to start putting some videos together. I'm getting people asking for more content, and I thought this would be a perfectly good chance to drop some things. I do a lot of different pieces. I write about a lot of different stuff, but I thought Clifton Strengths continues to be an interest to folks, and I'm going to drop some knowledge, as they say. Clifton Strengths, specifically Enneagram, Myers-Briggs, all these other pieces. Again, if you work with me a long time, you know that Clifton Strengths is actually just vocab, which, by the way, I hated vocabulary words. I don't know about you, but I hated vocabulary in junior high. When it comes to understanding how Clifton Strengths work, the only way to think about it, in my opinion, is that it's useful to understand what you do naturally, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. But one thing in particular I wanted to point out was this idea that you can know what kind of pace is going to be key based on your Strengthsfinder themes. If you're leading a team or you're leading a family, one of the things you deal with a lot is getting everybody to the same spot at the same time. Pacing is a real issue. And so what we're now realizing, I'm doing a lot of work with some Major League Baseball teams and helping them understand how you kind of coordinate staff to get on behind a goal. And this last week, one of the conversations was all about how do you get everybody on board at the same time. Well, Clifton Strengths, there's 34 total themes. When you take the Strengthsfinder, you often get your top 5, but what you realize is that actually they cluster into 4 different domains, and you can spot the difference in pacing of individuals on your team based upon what domain they fall into. And so you're going to find that there is executing, there's influencing, there's relating, and there's strategic thinking. Basically 4 different domains. And so based on those 4 domains, people are going to show up at different times. Executing themes, we like to say this: when it comes to a problem, we either go backwards, forwards, or in the present. Executing themes, you're very much in the present. What work is happening right now? So when you talk about new ideas or projects you want to take on, they often will say, well, here's the work I'm doing. If you're dominant in executing themes, you may find that your preoccupation, as far as the pacing goes, is in the right now. Influencing is different. Influencing themes, which I have a lot of, so I resonate with this one. We are often thinking about the future, what's coming down the road, what's ahead. And so if you want to get me on board with that, tell me about how this is going to be moving ahead. But if you are more executing, I'm likely to be ahead of you, and you might be afraid that I run too far. Relating is also very present and a little bit towards the past. Relating themes are what's the current feeling, what are human beings thinking about right now at this moment. For relational themes, if this is your dominant thing, you may find that your pace is in the here and now, and also kind of thinking about the past. Strategic thinking is different. They're going to go both directions. It totally depends upon where this falls. Context, analytical, intellection, they're often thinking what they've known, what the research says, where they've been. Learner, futuristic, input, ideation, you might be mentally ahead. And so that domain is going to split down the middle. Think about you. When a problem crosses your desk, is your first tendency to go forward, backwards, or present? If you know that about yourself, you can know your tendencies and then ask your team what are their tendencies. Then you can know that why sometimes they're on the same page and other times they're not. So, little 3 minutes there on Clifton Strengths. Your Clifton Strengthsfinder themes that help you understand vocabulary, thoughts, feeling, and behavior, but they can also help you understand how to better pace your team. Hope you guys are having a great week. If you have questions or comments, please shoot me a message here at any social media channel or at md@michaeldoffany.com. Thanks so much, guys. Talk to you soon.